The takedown. Here comes Cupcake Tate and Miesha Tate, the former Strikeforce Women's Bantamweight champion, who is a very good baker. In fact, one day she'd like to open a bakery with MMA-themed cupcakes. She thought it was kind of a wink to her personality and the fact that, you know what, she's much more well-rounded than when she began as a noted wrestler. So, hence, Miesha Cupcake Tate. One thing's for sure, she's no cupcake in the cage.
No, and she has gotten better at her striking. Great grappler. The girl, really think about what she's gone through after getting her elbow dislocated by the champion. Every time she had to go in and rehab that arm, you know she was thinking about that fight and about her comeback.
That was one of the gnarliest things I've ever seen. Miesha Tate's key in the cage tonight is ground and pound. She might be the cupcake, but she's got to go back to those takedowns, get this fight on the ground where she's in control and she can use her biggest skill set. She
said that she wasn't going to fight with emotion when she faced Ronda Rousey. She admits that that's exactly what she did, and she suffered a grade 2 tear of her muscle to forearm. In addition, her ligament suffered a grade 3 tear. She was fortunate that the nerves were not disturbed and that the bone was pulled with the muscle as opposed to the muscle being detached from the bone. When we've seen injuries like that in the past, the arm is never the same. She proved to us her arm is fine.
Every arm I've seen dislocated, even remotely close to what that was, it will not straighten ever again, and hers is perfect. Let's take a look now at how Tate and Kedzie match up inside the cage. Tate is 5 years younger than Kedzie. She is 1 inch taller, 1 pound heavier at weigh-in time, and has a 2-inch reach advantage.
All right, fans, here we go with a women's bantamweight special attraction scheduled 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing our referee in charge of the action, Jason Herzog.
Referee Jason Herzog presiding over this female bantamweight bout. The feature attraction here on Show Extreme. Miesha Tate said despite getting submitted by Ronda Rousey in the bantamweight title fight, she desperately wants a rematch, and her and Kedzie are immediately going mano a mano.
This is Julie Kedzie's game.
Kedzie's hurt Tate. Kedzie with the right hook. Kedzie all over the former champion here in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, she's got Tate hurt with that kick and the follow-up punches. She needs to not give her too much time here.
Kedzie has told us it's her time to finally get a chance to seize the proverbial brass ring. She would love an opportunity contention, and boy, this is a great start here tonight.
Yeah, she's got a little better timing on the punches, Kedzie does. She just clipped Tate with a nice uppercut at the end of that exchange.
Working with Mike Winkeljohn show.
Winkeljohn, one of the top striking coaches in the entire sport. Always a great guest on my show, and really just a guy that is able to put together the striking game plan. You couple that with the master strategy of Greg Jackson. No wonder they're so successful. Now Miesha Tate charges Kedzie, pins her up against the fence, and delivers a knee to the midsection.
I don't think Miesha Tate wants any more of the stand-up after some of the blitzes she's been hit.
She may have changed her name to Cupcake, but I bet she's looking for a takedown right now.
Well, she threw a superwoman punch to get inside.
Kedzie pummeling along the fence, looking for the boss block. Tate looking to slow down the pace as they to kick off this main event here on Show Extreme. Of course, the main event later on Showtime is for the Strikeforce Women's Bantamweight title. Both of these ladies would love to get in contention, and boy, Kedzie mixing up the punches and kicks.
Yeah, she did a nice job of pivoting off the cage there, backing up, landing the elbow and the shots.
And you take a look at the power strikes, the show stats in this round as Tate shoots for the takedown, defended nicely. It's 15-1 for Kedzie, and now she has Tate on the ground from north-south position.
Kedzie got that underhook when she shot and forced her off of that and turned her. A lot of power there.
That's a kick to your psyche right there, to be stuffed and thrown around like that, Pat.
Big time.
In her Strikeforce debut, Kedzie said she was in a boring fight with Alexis Davis. Nothing boring to this start.
Oh, and those punches at Tate are slowing her down.
Tate again looks for the shoot, defended nicely by Kedzie. Sprawls.
And look at how Kedzie punches during all of this. She's defending the takedown and landing those little annoying shots that daze you or knock the wind out of you. Very good.
And that makes you tired, Pat. Working for the takedown while getting hit the whole time.
Miesha Tate's trying to lock up that key lock from that position. You can see her. She's got the wrist. She's going to try and hit a roll of some sort. There she goes.
She's headed to Brazil in October to work more on her Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with Master Silvio Bering. She said that she's getting more into gi Jiu-Jitsu to help her overall game. And Kedzie again comes forward. The 1-2, the right hand clips Tate. Greg Jackson, holy Julie Kedzie. Wow, and there's some people who feel that he does that to influence the judges.
I think he does. I think it's brilliant.
I don't think he needs to influence them right now.
90 seconds left in the opening round. Overhand right by Tate catches Kedzie. And again, Tate going for the takedown. Nice defense by Kedzie. Back up on her feet. Knee to the breadbasket. Elbow.
Kedzie sprawled onto the air. Miesha Tate turned the corner and got out from underneath her. And Kedzie landed flat on her belly and was able to still scramble up and save position.
A terrific start by the 31-year-old Julie Kedzie. This her 27th professional MMA bout going into the final minute.
She's going to try to spin you here shortly. There she goes.
Nice.
Kedzie told us she's rediscovered her passion for competition and putting it on display here as again she stuffs the takedown attempt by Tate with 34 seconds left in the fight. Batters away at the body from north-south position. Gets up, nails her with a right hand.
She does a great job of punching during the takedown attempts by Tate and then on the transition.
The side kick drops Tate. Tate working off her back, has to be careful here. Kedzie is Tate looking for the triangle, maybe an arm.
Kedie's got a
nice
posture,
tip over.
but she postured too much.
Sweep.
She actually pulled herself in that position, trying to posture out.
Oh my goodness.
Looking for the escapist Kedzie. What a beautiful sweep in the mount there by Tate.
Kedzie.
And the bell goes. What a round.
Kedzie almost ruined herself a good round there, but she did win that round. Got herself in trouble on the ground, though.
All right, Kedzie, simulations. Deep.
But it started out with Kedzie making a statement by way of her foot right here. And what a shot. I mean, on the neck, under the chin. That hurt Tate right away. Good on Julie Kedzie. Just stayed. She smelt it, and she's just all over her.
A great job of following up after the kick also and getting on her.
And Tate was still in, jumped in with the Superwoman punch to close the distance. She didn't like getting hit on the outside. Did a great job of getting her hips inside to get in some wrestling positions. But it wasn't enough. She got stuck on a stand-up, and boom. You don't want to stand up with Julie Kedzie.
Nice quick little side kick to knock her off her feet. When Tate threw that, then Tate went for the triangle choke, trying to finish this fight anytime it hits the ground.
Well, that's what she needs to do. She needs to start ripping off some submission hold attempts.
Second round, Fighter, you ready? Fighter, you ready? Let's fight!
Bell in round two. Miesha Tate, the former Strikeforce women's bantamweight champion, sporting the red gloves. Julie Kedzie wearing the blue gloves. Great start for the Fireball.
And Miesha Tate still has to punch, though, to get Kedzie to commit on counter punches to get those takedowns.
What's this tweet? I wouldn't want to leave the toilet seat up in the Kedzie household? Yeah, me neither.
Kedzie all over Tate. Tate desperately trying to bring the fight to the ground. Kedzie feeding her some short left hands.
And you're right, Pat. She's just getting beat up every time she gets inside for that takedown trip, anything.
And the one thing about this is Kedzie is becoming more confident with her lower body strikes because she's able to stop the takedown. She's thinking, okay, I'm a little safer. I can throw
and
more.
To stay on the theme of the tweet, no time for a bathroom break right now. As with the Thai plum, Julie Kedzie delivering knees, short elbow strikes. It's been all Kedzie in the power strike position. Now Tate has her on the ground. But Kedzie looking maybe for the
transition right into the triangle right away. That was incredible.
Looked like maybe even an Uma-Plata, but now going for the triangle.
Elbows to the head while she's got it. That's what you need to do right there.
This is the best Julie Kedzie that I have ever seen.
I think she's a little motivated.
Now going for the Omoplata, the shoulder lock.
Gotta watch her leg here, actually.
Yeah. Tate circling over nicely, though.
There's a knee bar attempt at the end of this one.
Elbows from Tate. And remember, that was the arm that was submitted by Ronda Rousey.
I wonder if there's something in the back of Misha's head going, oh, no, that's the arm.
I wonder if that's something that Julie Kedzie focused on, knowing
she's setting up for that leg lock. She's still looking for that. See, she's trying to untangle the legs right now to at least get out of that, but then transition to taking that leg possibly. No.
Now Tate ends up with Kedzie's back, looking to put in her hooks, looking for that rear naked choke as she wants to bring Kedzie back to the mat. Kedzie looking for the backdoor escape, but she's within the grips. There's the body triangle by Tate.
That figure four lock's a tough one to get out of.
2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the round. Midway point of the round and fight.
Kedzie's got to roll and get wrist control so she can ride this out a little better.
The ebb and flow of MMA. Fantastic first round for Kedzie, and here's Tate now.
Left her chin up.
Took that arm out of there. She needed that arm in there to protect. Got to get to her back.
Got to keep turning.
She's getting there.
Just got to keep turning.
Got to keep going.
When your back's on the mat, nobody can be on your back choking you.
5 of Tate's 12 wins have come via submission. She's full mount now. Almost got
it's
the
still
full
tight.
mount.
It's still tight.
I remember the side choke. She got Marla
She's getting
Stuart
out.
with.
She's sliding her face out. She's doing it. She's safe right now. Now she's got to get moving.
Kedzie survives the choke attempt, but in perilous position now, top position. Controlled from Miesha Tate with 1.5 minutes left in the second round.
Beautiful leg work there, getting the guard back, working, coming back up to her feet, or trying to. Got to be careful not to expose her neck.
Tate sitting deep on that.
She's stuck down in the well. She's on the wrong side of the body right now. It's going to be a tough one to ride out. Wow.
Terrific action here between Miesha Tate and Julie Kedzie.
Nice job getting out of 2 chokes back to back.
Round 1 belonged to Kedzie. Heading into the final minute of round 2, it's Miesha Cupcake Tate. Short elbow, countered by an elbow from Tate. Changes levels, goes for the double leg. Kedzie defending it well.
Pushing that head down smart. But Tate's got her hands locked if she gets her hips in.
Nice, that waist grab.
Yep, got to arch your hips into them when you do that to stop their leverage.
Tate gets the to her seat, but against the fence. Now transitions. Kedzie wants to get back up to her feet with 20 seconds left.
She's got to shimmy up that wall.
Nice job getting that underhook in and getting around Tate's back. That keeps her from coming around to her back.
10 seconds left in the second round. Another very entertaining frame here in San Diego. Round 1 to Kedzie. Round 2 to Miesha Tate.
Absolutely, Mauro. That was a nice comeback by Miesha Tate. Accomplished what she wanted to. Get the fight to the ground and get Kedzie in trouble. Here's the big throw. Locking up the arm. Awkward lockup position, but she's taking anything she can get here to try and get this thing to the ground. Really nice hip toss of a very awkward lockup, and they got tangled up here for quite a while.
Yeah, Tate's got really good arm control, hand control when she's inside wrestling there.
Boom, she took her hand away. That was the first time she took her hand landed. Here she took it away and got herself in trouble with the choke, but was able instantly, look at her trying to get her back to the mat, knowing that if she can do that.
That was a deep choke.
The action in that round was so hot that Jimmy Lennon Jr. had to take off his coat.
And then she works. She's trying to come up here, opening herself up to that arm-in guillotine, and she got trapped down in the wrong side of the body, got trapped down in the well, like I said, which is a horrible place to be, and she was still able to fight her way out of that one.
Miesha Cupcake Tate. Julie Fireball Kedzie set for the third and final round.
Are you ready?
Referee Jason Herzog calls for the bell. Tate in the red gloves, Kedzie in the blue. Tate comes forward. Nice kick to the lead leg and chops down Tate.
Blasted her.
Yeah, I think those leg kicks are money.
Kenzie misses with the overhand right.
Good hips, good hips.
Kenzie
Stopping the head, keeping it
stops the
down.
takedown. Tweeting at cage side is Liz Carmouche and I Am Gorilla. Amazing show by the females this fight. If you're missing this, you're not a fan of WMMA or Strikeforce.
Or MMA, period.
Julie's corner telling her Miesha Tate is hurt.
And
Jump on her.
Continues to attack the leg, and now Tate forced to go to a southpaw. And eats that kick! Kenzie kicks Tate in the head and pounces on her.
And she wasn't hurt yet.
Wow.
She'd be hurt now.
That was perfect shin bone to the face. Louisville Slugger logo. Backwards.
It looked like she timed her a little bit like she was going to come in for a takedown.
And Kenzie with hammer fist. Tate desperately trying to control her hands.
Gotta be careful here.
And now transitioning into a possible submission attempt as Tate weathers the storm put forth by Kenzie.
Tate could be running completely,
And
not
Tate
knowing her
looking
name
for the
right now.
armbar.
Yeah, she could be on autopilot.
I don't think so. Going for the arm is Miesha Tate from the bottom.
She's trying to roll her over. Kenzie's trying to keep her weight back in the equation, but if she loses that, she could be in trouble.
Kenzie has never been knocked out, but 6 of her 10 defeats have been via submission.
Got to keep Miesha Tate stacked here. Keep your weight on top of her so she can't use her body against just the limb.
Yeah,
Here she is coming out the back door,
ears.
spinning. She wants to go belly down here, maybe.
Oh, he's got that head up.
Don't try and pull your arm out.
Yeah, she's got to be careful. She doesn't put too much space there. So Tate can spin underneath or lift up.
She keeps trying to work past that leg.
Yeah, one of the best defenses I found here, Pat, is to get behind whoever's head is armbarring you and keep that hip from extending.
Right, you got to stay stacked to keep them crushed down. Keep your weight into the equation, like we were saying. She's blocking her from spinning out with her right leg there. Take a different angle.
And Kenzie can start shaking this out little by little, just shimmying it out till the elbow point gets past those hips. Then she's out of trouble.
Oh, there she's got it.
Extending the arm is Miesha Tate, looking for the armbar.
Kenzie can still run. She can run to her left. She can turn the pipe.
She's got to get going. She's got to get going.
She's got to turn the thumb up and run.
Look at that, trying to get that free with her foot. Doing anything she can. Oh, my goodness.
A minute 50 left in the fight. Miesha Tate looking for the armbar here in round 3. A back-and-forth battle in the Strikeforce women's match between Miesha Tate and Julie Kenzie.
See how Kenzie's thumb is pointed down. She can't.
She's forced to tap. Miesha Tate submits Julie Kenzie via the armbar. Perhaps poetic justice as Tate loses the title via armbar, but bounces back in a hell of a fight here as she submits Julie Kenzie via third-round armbar. Your heart has to break a little for Julie Kenzie. What a sensational fight. But Miesha Tate proving that she's still very much worthy of championship consideration.
Yeah, incredible because she got rocked and beat up in that first round. Came back in the second, had Kenzie in trouble, and then was able to finish her here. I tell you what, both these ladies deserve applause. Big applause.
Yeah, it was a gutsy fight.
A terrific kill. Brian Caraway, the UFC bantamweight, has been there since day one for Miesha Tate, her significant other, partner in crime when it comes to MMA, and Tate pulls it out, submits Julie Kenzie via armbar in the third round as Miesha Tate picks up her 6th win via submission, 13th victory overall.
Well, the round started good for Kenzie, and she'd come off the round before that real nice one, and looked like she was going to get some momentum here. But, yeah, good strikes, good
Big
kicks.
kick to the head. I tell you what,
That
you know
was the
you
one.
feel like you've got him when you land a kick like that and see him drop. You think you've got him, right,
Yeah,
Frank?
she really dropped. I mean, that was a shot that could have put her away. And good on Tate for recovering, finding a defensive position where she could recover. Oh, and those are big shots. But she came back, and when she got into armbar position, she was relentless on it. She refused to let it go, turning under the bottom, turning over the hip, just staying constantly on it, and continually working the elbow point down so she could put pressure on it. You can see her switching it there, driving the hip into it.
quite a battle of wills there. One person trying to dislocate your elbow, and you're trying to save it.
Yeah, and it was too deep here. Kedzie eventually, you see that thumb goes up. Tate rolls over, gets the angle on it, and it's just too much.
Yeah, Kedzie made the mistake.